And that's the opening bell, round one. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. I know boxing fans around the world feel like Christmas morning with these two finally in the ring.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand this. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating, this can be hellfire on you.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. No rest for the weary. That hook was off target. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble. Here we go. It's round two. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Those counter punches have to hurt. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with the hooks. So much firepower here. This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Marquez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Parries that left jab away. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. The straight right just misses. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Nice counter shot. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The monster finally goes down. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin's standing up to that shot.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Talking about Juan in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off. Doing what you're doing, the gaps will appear. Be smart when you go out there. Just take the round off. Win the right down the middle. You can miss him. Great work.
Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go, and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we gonna see a jab from these two? Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. About Marquez in that last round, and a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Time for the 5th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Counter punch. Good counter punching. Beautiful counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That counter shot lands. You don't want to trade shots. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet. On to the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
It's bombs away. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Good counter punching. That counter punch caught him clean. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. The straight right just misses. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick. Jab, and then start gathering your pace and win the round back. That is beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Put mine back on the jaw. It's a terrible round there. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're way better than this guy. You're way better. He's not in your look. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. I need you to focus on what you're doing. Mark, you were loading up. You were still landing your power shots. Good work.
Here comes round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Beautiful counter shot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Catch and shoot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Hook misses. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Well, we're entering depth. And there's the bell for round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
And he scores with the counter. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. There's a counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. A perfect counter shot. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That counter punch caught him clean. He threw a punch and just got countered. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he scores with the counter. Good counter punching. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter punch caught him clean. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Trying to land that jab. perfect counter shot. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Has to be careful. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this. Hold that knot! Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Good man. Get out there and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag. Take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. Boom. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this. Go back out there and win the round. Get back behind your jab. Basic. Those 1-2 straights down the middle. Can't miss it. Great work. Don't worry about that one. Don't worry about it.
There's the bell to start round 10. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
Catch and shoot. Oh, wait a minute. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Has to be careful. Oh, they got rocked! What a moment this is! They've avoided catastrophe there.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
And he missed, and Marquez goes down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four, and we continue.
They're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
respect for each other's punching power. Just missed with that jab. Ten seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Marquez in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. On to the 12th. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you just gotta think him. You've just gotta be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to...
Oh my God, Johnny! Juan, the monster, in trouble! How is this fight still continuing?
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Another win, another unanimous decision victory.